Okay, so a barrier is a situation or feeling or thought that hinders you from doing something that you may or may not want to do. Um, that barrier could be your beliefs, that could be the values that you have. So it's just something that stands in the way of you making maybe a good or bad decision. I want you to think about some problems you see with the decision making model. And some of those problems can be maybe fun. People make decisions a lot of times because it looks or is fun. Now, if the risks outweigh the benefits, that's when you definitely need to step back and maybe rethink that decision. But sometimes they're very even, the risks and the outcomes. So they might be the same, or um, your risk may be really low, and that would be a good decision. So that's really what you're looking at when you're making a healthy decision. Looking back at the decision-making process, I want you to think about the last E on there, evaluate and monitor the situation. Okay, so why is that part really important? I want you to add that to your notes as well. The scenario I want you to add to your notes is this first one. You're going to go through the decision-making model on your own. If you were on the Google Meet, we did it together. So someone that you have a crush on is starting to pay attention to you at school. Then they ask for your number, and they have sent inappropriate texts or Snapchats to you. You like the attention, but you don't think that is right. So what do you do? Okay, so we have to think about, so in D, the decide piece. Okay, define the problem. What's the problem here? The problem is somebody sending you inappropriate pictures and you don't like it. So establish your options. So what are your options? You can ignore them and just block them and not deal with it. You can talk to them about it, or you can continue sending pictures back and forth, even if you are or don't feel that it's appropriate. Okay, every single decision that we make has an option. Okay, consider those outcomes. Let's think about if we talk to them about it. Okay, so they might respect us because we talk to them about it and that we're responsible for ourselves. They may not talk to us anymore. They might get mad at us for saying something. So there's many outcomes to each particular option. So looking at identifying the healthiest choice, communicating to that person that you don't like that is the healthiest choice. Ignoring them, they may not get it or understand, and continuing on with them may give them the wrong idea. So how are you going to implement that plan? Are you going to go up to them? Are you going to send them a text message? Are you going to call them? So what's your plan of action? Then I want you to look at E, is evaluate and monitor the situation. Make sure that you have an understanding of that particular decision and the outcomes of that. And would you choose that decision again? So if you look at it, sports, you tend to learn more when you lose. Okay, so you can look back and think, okay, what did I do wrong and how can I change it the next time so I don't make that decision again, or I don't make that mistake again. Okay, so that's the whole decide process. Tomorrow we actually are going to split off into groups if you join Google Meet, and I'm going to give you 7 scenarios, and you two are going to walk together through those. And by using this information, tomorrow you'll see a full example of what I want it to look like. Make sure tomorrow that you have these notes completed. I want questions on the left-hand side. I want a summary on the bottom and your notes revised. If you do not know how to get that information, if you look at November 19th has an entire video on how to write notes and how to revise them, as well as there is a piece in the material called Revise Your Notes. That has information on there as well. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all tomorrow.